Hey there, guys. All things must come to an end. And this is the last video of 2023. And if you guys have been following since the beginning, you guys know I set out at the start of this year to make a video, at least one video per week. And I managed to accomplish that. And it's only fitting that I want to say that in my last Christmas special, this was one of the figures that I unwrapped, right, unboxed from a package. And it's only fitting that, what was there in the beginning shall be there in the end. And today's review is, of course, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Sgt Slaughter, plus a few additional surprises. Starting off with something that's been occurring throughout the year. A year-long storyline also comes to an end as I have the final package of the Lego minifigure club. And here is the proof. Just one more sticker. And then I can mail it off. And and then I'll see what they send me. So this is the month of December package for the Lego minifigure club. And I'm reaching in to get a knife and cut this baby open, and we'll see what I got. So besides that, that's one of the surprises I have. Yet some more surprises in planned. But after I get this minifigure club thing, I will get down to the Sgt Slaughter review, and then of course some more surprises. So here we are. Of course, this is usually like the body parts. This is usually like actually this is body parts. This is accessories. And here we go. Nice little polar bear. Let's switch up the camera. Nice little polar bear action right here. Exploration is curiosity put into action by Don Walsh. Isn't that the guy they used to post that Most Wanted video? Most Wanted show. And look at this nice little postcard. It's pretty cool. A giant iguana, a real-life iguana used in mixture with Lego figures to minifigure club. Which, by the way, I have a MetaQuest headset, a MetaQuest 3 headset. And that Lego Bricktales game on the MetaQuest 3 is amazing. Like, you literally have the diorama in front of you. It's amazing. But yeah, that's just a little side note. So, of course, photography challenge right here. Right there. And let's see. So yeah, it's polar bears. The theme is polar bears for the minifigure club this time around. And here we go. Nice. Now that is a nice magnet. I wish I would have gotten either the minifigure or the polar bear with the fish. That would have been cool, but of course, I'm not going to get that. More than likely, it's going to be the fish inside this golden ticket. And speaking of golden tickets, here is the sticker that I need to complete the golden ticket and send this baby out. I can't believe it. It's done. After so many years, it's finally done. And that does it. All right, so let's open up the parts for this. I mean, the accessories for this. And that seems to be all of it. And it's going to be, ooh, nice looking helmet right here. Like a knit cap. It could either be like, I want to say it's like a crystal, like a ruby or red kryptonite, whatever you want to call it. Of course, like a biker, like a roller skate slash biker helmet, like bike helmet, like a little bug, like a little scarab, a little butterfly. I guess these are from like the Friends sets. Ooh, a cookie. Right there's a cookie. And of course, a toupee. Hair right there. Hair today, gone tomorrow. A mug. And of course, this looks to be like the top of a carrot right there. So that's all I got off of accessories. And, you know, I learned to appreciate the minifigure club for what it is. Honestly, though, at the end of the day, first and foremost, at the end of the day, I would have preferred had they just given you the parts to build the figure that they're actually announcing right there. Would have been totally happy with that. But I do see the point of what it is. It's they send you assorted parts so you could build, mix and match, and just have like randos, like random minifigures for you to build, you know. So I see their point in that, you know. It's just to kind of open up your minifigure collection and expand it. But at the end of the day, it's like they go all out and show you like these totally cool figures, and you kind of want them as well. And it's kind of a regret that you're not able to get them. You know, it's like it sucks, but what are you gonna do? You know, what are we gonna do about it? So yeah. All right, here we go. Here comes the parts. And not bad, not a bad assortment of parts. Looks to be like a bunch of like a race car driver right there. Race car driver, kind of like an adventurer or like a cowboy. Definitely like a construction warrior. Hey, it's from Lego City. And a bunch of like pants parts, and a lot of the heads. I think this one's a female head. Yep. And of course this angry, oh, that's actually pretty cool. It's like a Terminator-esque robotic head. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. But that's pretty much it for everything parts wise. It's been a journey. To be quite honest with you, I don't even know where all the other months are. They're just scattered across all the videos that I've made. And they're there though, for sure. All the months are there. I could assure you that. But yeah. Wow. Incredible that I actually got through with all this. To answer everyone's question, I'm probably just gonna tough it out for one more month of the minifigure club just to see what I get in the prize for the prize for turning in the postcard. But then after I get the prize, regardless of what it is, I'm pretty much gonna call it on the minifigure club, and I'm gonna cancel my subscription. So there's that. All right, let's see what the part is. I'm pretty sure it's the fish. Oh, a pickaxe. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. And that does it. That closes off that chapter in the minifigure club. Here we go. Put everything back except for the sticker. That does it. Moving on, we're gonna go to the Sgt Slaughter review, and let's just move things up a bit. There we go. All right. So here we are, Sgt Slaughter, and he is of course number 53 in the G.I. Joe classified line, and he comes jam-packed with a bunch of accessories, including a machine gun, his famous hat, sunglasses, a bunch of hand accessories, dog tags, kind of like this truncheon. Is it a truncheon? It's kind of like a beat stick, I guess, you know, to whip up all his recruits into shape. And of course, I always love an action figure that comes with a little miniature action figure. That's like, to me, that's like one of the best accessories that action figures can come with. And yes, this is of course Sergeant Slaughter, best known for being a pro wrestler in the WWF and in the AWA. I think the the real name of Sergeant Slaughter is Robert Remus, if I have that correct. And yeah, he played pretty much this drill instructor um, that supposedly, depending on who you ask, either went or just made up a tale of him actually having been drafted into combat for Vietnam. I'm not gonna dispel anything about him, whether it's true or not. I'm not here for that. I'm here to celebrate the action figure. That's the least I could do, man. I can't fault a man for playing a character, especially when it's pro wrestling. And it's a really cool character. As you could see, many depictions of the Sarge right there. He's actually holding his action figure right there. This seems to be from like the comic books. This seems to be from like the actual cartoon. And of course the figure is shown right here. And of course a nice little glamour shot right there. Here's the side view. Very nice packaging all around on the Sarge. And that's all I could say before I open him up. But I will say Valaverse did a version of this character, and well, Valaverse went for a much more realistic depiction of Sergeant Slaughter, and I totally could appreciate that. I totally could appreciate them trying to go for a much more realistic depiction, but let's face it, man. Even though this is kind of on the cartoony side, Sergeant Slaughter, even in the 80s, even during the era of steroids in the WWF, he never looked this huge. He was depicted that huge in like the media, like in the cartoon and in the comics, but the actual person was never this huge. And yes, Valaverse did, body wise, they did a realistic depiction of the Sarge. But I still think Hasbro, not only did they manage to capture the spirit of Sergeant Slaughter better body-wise, they did a much better face sculpt. Have you guys seen that Valaverse face sculpt? It's god-awful. And that's one fault on Valaverse. That's one fault on Valaverse. That they're still not there when it comes to face sculpts. That Legend of the White Dragon figure, yeesh, they're good at making original characters face sculpt wise. Good. But they're still lacking when it comes to actually like depicting a real life person. They're gonna get there. But don't take me as being like this valid hater or whatever. I totally love the line. Look, I totally love the Valaverse line. I actually have figures from the line. I think, I got, of course, the Desert Rat. Of course, I got Eclipse. Eclipse is probably my favorite female figure. Just looking at her and just looking at all the stuff that she came with. But at the end of the day, it's like, I think I don't want to come across as like, okay, I'm hating on Valaverse, but like I've subscribed to the theory, and I've spoken about it to homies. I don't think I've ever gotten on a rant concerning that here on camera, but I subscribe to the theory that G.I. Joe works when it's kind of like not that much of a realistic military. I think that in any aspect, a large military should be seen as something inherently evil. Nothing good ever comes out of having a big army, And I feel for as much faults as the G.I. Joe movies have, the Michael Bay produced ones, I feel they got one thing right in the fact that the G.I. Joe squad works better when it's like this ragtag small group of really, unique and not so unique characters, Like maybe that's why the cartoon always seemed to like like splinter them down into just certain groups for certain episodes, and not just have like this big military force all at once. Because I don't, or even then they would always depict Cobra as being like even bigger than just a Joe. Like, and I mean bigger as in they have much more grunts, much more henchmen. Just seemingly they seem to have been much more technologically advanced, which is something that the GI Joe movies did depict. And I think it's just this long-standing theory to me that I think GI Joe works best when they come from an underdog perspective. You know, they cannot be the bigger military. They cannot be the much more realistic looking military. And this is where I'm getting at with Valaverse right here. They cannot be the much more bigger realistic. And as a matter of fact, look at the. I'm sorry, this head sculpt is just horrible. It looks like Popeye. But anyways, I feel that GI Joe cannot be too much of a realistic military. That's why you do need the kung fu guy, along with the indigenous. You know, you do need the kung fu master along with the indigenous, you know, tracker, with the pet eagle, and the ninja with the pet wolf. You know, and yeah, you do have like a couple military guys right there as well, like actual soldiers. Oh, and the guy, you know, and obviously the sailor with the parrot, and the guy that just has the hazmat suit with a flamethrower. You know, it's like those are all good guys, and they each have a very unique, or you know, or the artillery expert that just speaks in rhymes, like he's rapping them. You know, it's like they each have a unique personality, and obviously Cobra is much more faceless in more ways than one. And I think that's when it comes to like Valaverse, it's like it's you know, it's a soldier, but to me it's just too realistic. It's too realistic. And where am I getting at with this? Like if I were to have like my armies, right? Obviously if I were to have my armies, and let's say I use all the military-esque figures that I own, like the GI Joes, the Fortnite figs, you know, it's like, well, right off the, and of course the Action Force. Well, right off the bat, obviously it would be GI Joes against Cobras. But to me, it would be like GI Joes along with like the weirder looking Fortnite figures. It would probably be like the Joes teaming up with like, you know, like Peely against not only Cobra but every single Action Force figure. I know this guy's supposed to be a good guy. I know Eclipse is supposed to be Special Forces, you know, Action Force. I know she's supposed to be a good guy. I know Trigger right here is also supposed to be a good guy. But guess what? When it comes to like me drafting them, they're going to be on Cobra's side. Because they're just... to me, they best reflect that realistic aspect of the military, which to me is just inherently evil. Yes, I know. We do need a military. We didn't need a military to protect our country, to protect our borders. I get it. Yes, I understand. But an expanded military, a global police. I'm sorry, I just come from that. Mindset of like, there is such a thing as it's too huge of an army, and that in itself is just inherently evil, you know? You just need an army to protect your borders, in my honest opinion. And I do not think you need an army that's big enough to police the whole world. And at what point does GI Joe not differentiate itself from Cobra if they all are just expansive, large, huge armies that are just armed to the teeth? That's where I came about. Like, that's just thoughts that I've always had floating in my head concerning what I would do with these Action Force figures, like how I would pose them, and they would all be Cobra members. Eclipse would make a badass Cobra agent. You know, I could already see her like taking down like Cover Girl and Helix. And yeah, that's just the way I see it. That's just the way I view it, you know. And it's so weird because like going back, tying everything back together is like, this guy is a pro wrestler. He is a pro wrestler playing a drill instructor, and it's a larger than life thing. And of course he's supposed to be a G.I. Joe character. What else could he be? What else could he be, man? You know, the only thing that would happen is The only thing that could be created to challenge him would be to, you know, have like an evil boxer. Like, oh, they do. Cobra does have that Big Boa, which, by the way, that's a story onto itself because Big Boa was created as a counterpart to Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone's movie character, because he was supposed to be a secret GI Joe member like Sgt Slaughter is, like William Refrigerator Perry is. So, but yeah, that's the story for another day. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. I know, but I really wanted to talk about this before I finish this video off and I take my small break. I will come back with other reviews, with other GI Joe reviews, but I really wanted to express these thoughts. And what better way than, you know, with Sgt Slaughter that got made in both the GI Joe format and of course the Valaverse format. And yeah, I mean, there is no wrong answer for the, like, there is no wrong answer for the dude. There is no, you know, bad depiction whatsoever. I mean, concerning how you want them, if you want them much more realistic or if you just want them much more cartoony. But I don't know, I really like how this Sgt Slaughter came out, and I would not touch the Valaverse, especially given the horrendous head sculpt. But yeah, all right, let's get down to the articulation. Wow, and this Sgt Slaughter can actually look up pretty well, and it's kind of weird because he does have Mattel WWE figures. Probably should have gotten him down. In hindsight, I probably should have gotten one down and to make a comparison. Might do that right now. Just hold on with me right now. Let me just go through the articulation right here. Of course, he does have butterfly joints. He does have a bit of like paint splotch right here. Kind of a bad thing. You could see like a difference in shading right here between right here and right here. And I don't know if it's probably the black paint that's getting in the way of him. But butterfly joints. Yeah, this is probably bad paint on him. Ab crunches down pretty well. Yeah, can actually look down pretty well. He's probably the best Joe I've seen looking when it comes to like up and down movement. Bicep cut, double jointed elbows, pinned, by the way, pinned elbows. So, of course, wrist rotation right here. So they probably got it off of a Marvel Legends, because I know G.I. Joes normally aren't this bulky. So they probably, some Hasbro engineer probably borrowed this off like this super heroic beefy arm from like a Marvel Legends figure, if I were to take a wild guess. Of course, waist cut, thigh cut. Can do the splits. Once again, this Sgt Slaughter's range of motion is a lot better than most figures. Thigh cut, double jointed knee. Yeah, double jointed knee right there. Excellent. Boot cut. Nice sculpting on the boots, by the way. It reminds me of his wrestling boots, actually. Much more realistic depiction of his wrestling boots. Of course, a hinge right here as well, and a rocker. And yeah, not bad. Articulation wise, you know what? This Sgt Slaughter, articulation wise, gets a really high grade. It's a shame about the paint, but it's not too big of a deal. Yeah, right here, I don't know what they were thinking right here. Right here is just, I don't know, it was just sloppy paint job. That's probably gonna knock it down a few pegs. Let's take a good look at his accessories now from his Foot Locker. Okay, so here we have his famous Smokey the Bear drill instructor hat. Of course, this kind of like grappling hand right here. Oh, hell yeah, look at that. Excellent. Beautiful. This is literally like a mini Brands. This is like a mini Brands figure right here. I love it. Of course, this kind of like a gripping hand right here for the Sarge, because both the hands he comes with are fisted hands, so take note of that. This kind of pointing hand, like you. Him and Cobra could have a point off. So you can see Cobra. Oh, which by the way, yeah, I just put some sculptor's clay on him. So that sculptor's clay is working. So now that head is on snug. Here we go. This other hand right here. This other pointing hand for the other arm, so he could point with both hands if he wanted to. And what else? Let's see. This creation is going to be another open grappling like type of like about to get you in a wrestling hold hand. And let's see. And of course, a front muzzle and a magazine, like a banana clip magazine for the rifle. That seems to be it. And here it is. That's what I was looking for. So here is his weapon of choice. Let me cut this right here now. Well, actually, I'm sorry. It wasn't some dog tags. I'm really sorry. I know I said dog tags, but this is a whistle. And obviously it makes sense because he's a drill instructor. He needs to blow that whistle. Purr, purr. Blow the whistle. Purr, purr. Okay, so there you go. That's his whistle. And here is his baton. There you go. Not a truncheon. We're not British. It's a baton. So that's his baton right there. And let's swap out the arms because obviously those are the. So let's swap out the arms. The hands. And let's give them. Let's get this hand right here to point. Bam, pops in pretty well. And bam, right there. Let's put in his baton. And you know what? I'm still missing his sunglasses. His famous stunner shades. So that's it. See, you could already see him coming together. Here are, I'm pretty sure this is, yep, here they are. His stunner shades come right in here. All right. Bam. And the shades actually have a nice little reflective coating on them. Obviously, it's not going to be like a full-on like incandescent. You could actually see iridescent. You can't see yourself on them, but it does have like a little like speckle that boom right there. You can actually see when the light shines and when it doesn't. So that's pretty cool. Now we can actually give him his hat. Oh, bam. The law has arrived. And of course, finally, let's take a look at his rifle. And here is the rifle right there. And what the heck? So I'm pretty sure the yeah, so that's something that's gonna clamp down here. So the banana clip is gonna go right here. Bam, and then this, something that should go Let's see. It shows it in the package as just down there. Maybe it doesn't peg on anywhere. Could be just like some binoculars for him or something. You know, I don't really know. Oof. Trying to figure out where this accessory goes. Oh, it's gonna go on top. Yeah, it's like a scope. It should go somewhere right here. Pretty sure of it. Yeah, it should go somewhere right here. There it is. Oh, god dang it. There we go. See, it pegs on right here to the side. Nice. And that's it. That's pretty cool. There. And before I give them a score, let's try to see if I could quickly get the WWE Sgt Slaughter that I own. So hope you guys enjoy. Just Slaughter posing there for a few seconds. I'm gonna go through this real quick, see if I can find them even quick like. So here is a much more modest depiction of Sgt Slaughter. This is the WWE Hall of Fame Target exclusive Sgt Slaughter. As you can see, they were really unfavorable. Hair-wise, Hasbro was much more favorable to the Sarge. And this is a much more realistic depiction. As you could see, this Sgt Slaughter is a bit more doughy. It's not, still kind of a bit jacked, but this is obviously a much more, and you can see the boots right here. And height-wise, I think Mattel WWE figures are always taller, but I think G.I. Joe's, you know, G.I. Joe still, because I think Mattel figures are actually like closer to 1/10 scale than 1/12 scale. But yeah, they managed to capture the Sarge perfectly. See, this is obviously, this is a much more jacked version of Sgt Slaughter. I still like this head sculpt, this face sculpt better than this one. But yeah, so that's pretty much right there. And that does it for that Slaughter. So actually, I kind of like this figure. Could easily mix and match well with, let's see, from what year was this guy? This is a Sgt Slaughter figure. It says right here 2011, but that's, no, I recall this figure being out like in 2016 for the Hall of Fame Target exclusive. But yeah, I still like the Slaughter better. This is a much more better depiction. And so deliberation time, folks. You know, I really wanted to give this Slaughter a high grade. I wanted to actually give him a 9 out of 10. But this paint splotch right here, this paint mess in the back, I gotta dock him a few points, unfortunately. So in the end, the Sarge is gonna get an 8.5 out of 10. But before we call it a review, I haven't reviewed an accessory in a while. And I feel it's appropriate that since we have a wrestler, that we review this right here. the WWE Legends Classic Cage playset. Oof, let's move it. Bam. So you can see the packaging on this is Legends packaging. Of course, the Legends line got revived in Target. And I think it was actually it was at first Hall of Fame, and then it became Legends, and you can see right there. Of course, it's a classic blue WWE cage. Comes with both the ring and the cage right here, and as you can see, that has a little outline to like open it up. So I'm gonna open it up exactly as it tells me. I'm not gonna open up this right here. I'm actually gonna open it up from right there. So, guys, watch me and see. And great packaging. Definitely tells you what it is. All right, so let's open this baby up. So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna push it down like that. Oh, I'm not trying to damage the card that much. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And see, it's gonna flap open like that. And here are the 4 cages. One has a door. Here is the ring. I think the ring is at standard, like Mattel basic ring. Nothing too fancy. And I thought I would be able to get it out without having to rip up the box, but it's giving me a hard time. Unfortunately, I think I might have damaged the box beyond repair. Dang it. Of course, turnbuckles. Whoa. Turnbuckles and pads. The 2 more cages right there. Yeah. And of course, the much most important thing, instructions. And I'm not going to apply the labels. I don't like applying labels, because more than likely I'm not even going to use this for WWE figures. So there's that. So, oof, sorry, Sergeant. Let's move the Sarge out of the way for now. And let's see the ring right there. Excellent. Let's see if I can't. Let's see if I can't move the camera a bit. Sorry guys if I'm disorienting you guys. I think though it'd be a lot better if I just kind of fixed it up right here. So you guys could see my ring light right there. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is perfect. I'd say this is perfect. So here we go. So I don't need no instructions. Ooh. I already know how this goes. Yeah, they want me to put the turnbuckles first. That should be fairly easy. So these turnbuckles just hang in like that. And before I put this one in, let's untighten this. Okay. So yeah, I've always wanted to own this ring, like a classic blue ring, you know, and especially this classic blue steel cage. I know a lot of people hate it. A lot of people back in the day, at least when I was a kid, they preferred the kind of like the chain link fence cage. But I don't know. I've always been a big fan of this. Due to it just being associated with so much of like classic wrestling, and once again, I'm a big fan of blue, and I just wish the mat was a kind of like a little lighter blue, because that's actually, I don't know why they always depict mats like full on bone white. There should be like a bit more lighter blue. That's the actual color for a ring, at least a WWE ring, and especially from like the you know the classic era. But yeah, I've always want a lot of classic matches happen in these type of steel cages. Obviously, the one that comes to mind is Bret Hart against Owen Hart at SummerSlam '94. But I think even I think the last time they actually had like the blue steel cage match was also at SummerSlam, but it was SummerSlam '97. I think it was Mankind against Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley at the time, and yeah, I think that was the last time they ever used that type of thing, because I think 3 months later they introduced Hell in the Cell, which had like a full on chain link fence, and then cage matches after that started utilizing the chain link fence as well. So just a little food for thought right there. And let's see, I'm trying to untangle all these, and this is really difficult. Start from the bottom up. So loosen up the ropes. Okay. But yeah. I guess I could take time now to say that yeah, it was a good year. I was pretty happy with my video output. That's the goal I set out for myself when I did this. I do kind of want to break though. I want to break, but not too long of a break. I don't want to, and I think the most important thing that I want to say is that I don't want to give out any more like promises. You know, I don't want to promise a video every week anymore. I just want to do a video whenever I'm able to do a video. You know, and but if you guys want me to just say like, okay, when do you guys expect me back to like at least produce one video? I would say just, I'm definitely not gonna make anything for like the first 2 weeks of this of January. You know, I'm just gonna take them off, relax, you know, and then yeah, I'll start doing content just at a much more slower pace. It's not gonna be this whole once a week thing anymore, as much as I appreciate it, and I hope you guys appreciate it as well. I'll still try to be consistent. You know, you guys won't see me disappear for like a year. God, I hope not. But yeah, that's all I could tell you guys concerning like my my incoming absence. You know, so yeah, that's what I could tell you guys. And here we go. The ropes are starting to untangle. I think red for sure is done. Now we just need white to be untangled as well. And of course you pass through. Yeah. I hope you guys take this as like some ASMR type of thing. Just watch me fix up a ring. And yeah, I always appreciated these nice quiet moments when I would do reviews. And I did a few during the day, and yeah, they were cool, but I don't know, it's just something about me being able to do content at night. I'm putting the ropes now, as you can see. It's just something about me being able to do videos at night when when at least my whole neighborhood is sleeping. I'm still awake, and yeah, I hope to continue on this trend. Here we go. Perfect. So now that I did that, I guess these things are gonna attach. So I guess you're gonna attach one of these right here. And you're gonna attach one right here. Right? Or am I getting, I think I'm getting it wrong. I think it's supposed to be inside. So this is the sticker sheet right here for that. Of course, I'm not going to be utilizing it. Let's see. So yeah, so pretty sure these down here connect inside as so. It goes like this. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be like this. Wait, like this. You put this right here. Yeah, see. Seems to be a lot more sturdier like that. Put this right here. Yeah, so this is we connect some of it. Be careful, as I think these things could break real easily. So that's step one, I'm sure. Now I just need to connect them at the bottom. And I think I already know how it's gonna go. So it's gonna go like right there. I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna snap on like that. So yeah, so make sure that this point is inside, because it's gonna connect to the turnbuckle afterwards. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit off. I don't know. like it's off a bit, so I'm gonna try again. That's let's see. Trying to make it fit. I think that's just how the ring is going to be. Yep, I think that's just how the ring is going to be. Oh well. Yeah. Oh, drop that. I'm glad you guys are still staying here, so. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna give this ring, you guys, I took it apart. I'm sorry it took so long, but I took it apart just to make sure that I hadn't put it wrong. But as you can see, this ring has some gaps right here, and let's see. I mean, realistically speaking, it's not gonna get in the way of the figure getting out, you know, per se. But if you guys watched like WWE matches, the ring, you know, the cage is a lot more squeezed in. It's a lot more to the apron, and I don't know what prevented them from not being able to. I don't know what from them to not being able to like just put it against the apron, like place it against the apron, as it is in most matches. I don't know why. Maybe they thought it would interfere with the ropes, but I don't know. It's just this huge gap. Maybe that's just how it is, and maybe, you know, I'm trying to remember, because I know like Hell in the Cells and Elimination Chambers, they do have like a flooring that blocks off, like, you know. I don't know if the steel cages. I think the steel cages just wraps around the apron, and as you can see, it's like that, and it's kind of disappointing. I like the ring how it looks aesthetically. I like how it looks, but unfortunately, it's just I can't with any good grace give it a score higher than especially for what I paid for it. I can't give it anything higher than like a 7 out of 10. You know. That's just me. Sorry it took so long, guys, for me to like build this. I hope you guys enjoyed that ASMR of me working on it. You guys are gonna hate me because we're not done. We're not done yet, folks. One final review for 2023, because we need a bad guy for him to fight, and this guy just came in. The Cobra Shadow Tracker, number 108. Last figure I'm going to review for 2023. This is it. This is the finish line. And let's go through the packaging real quick. Obviously, he looks cool. I bought the figure because he looks just totally badass. Nice skull deco right there. Shadow Tracker. He is an actual like singular character. I thought he was an actual like a henchman, or I thought he was like a troop, like a type of troop, but no. There's only one Cobra Shadow Tracker despite the multiple head sculpts. I think that's what confused me. It comes jam-packed with all these accessories. I think he is a Walmart exclusive as well, so there's that. Let's open him up. I'm sorry, guys. Oh man, he looks sick. He looks sick right there. Amazing paint job on him. I'm gonna remove the ring temporarily. And he fell. So here is the packaging on the figure. Everything you need to know. Nice side shot of him. So just, of course, here is his locker. Here he is right there. Let's open him up, and obviously they got rid of like they came back with the plastic ties. They got rid of the environmentally friendly hemp ties. Okay, got him out. Oh wow, this guy looks sick. Just totally looks sick. Of course, I do think his many accessories just get in the way of his articulation. Can't do the splits that well. But thigh cut, double jointed knee, boot cut, hinge, rocker, comes with the works. Butterfly joint, but I don't think the butterfly joint could be effectively utilized due to the vest right here. Same thing for the ab crunch. You're gonna have to struggle to get him to do an ab crunch right there. Waist cut, bicep cut, double jointed elbows. He is pinless. Cannot look up at all. Can look down okay. See what I mean? Sergeant Slaughter seems to be the best one at looking up and looking down. This hair gets in the way, of course, of his turning and articulation. And let's look at his accessories real quick. I did not plan on it taking this long, but oh well. Oh well. And let's take a look at all the stuff that he comes with. Obviously comes with this crossbow right here, arrow, this quiver to hold everything in there, tomahawk, kind of warped, typical Hasbro, typical G.I. Joe classified. This mask, oh wow, this translucent skull mask looks very sick. Oh, fits him like a glove. So I guess they're not head sculpts, they're actual masks. Oh wow, he could actually wear masks. And of course right here, this skull right here, ooh, looks sick on him. I think he, and let's see, what else? This, I guess this is just like a, well, this is something for like the arrow, I guess. Like a guide for the arrow, I want to say. And this hunting knife right there. That's all his accessories. Of course, he is limited in articulation due to all that. Let's see if everything fits on him, though. Let's put on the quiver. The arrow's obviously gonna fit right in here. Fits very good, if I do say so myself. And yeah, so I'm thinking the bow and arrow is gonna attach. Thinking the bow and arrow is gonna attach like. Trying to see. Okay, that's gonna fit there. That's gonna fit there. The tomahawk is obviously gonna fit on this. So the knife fit back here. The little thing right here. The tomahawk is gonna fit right here on his side, and that means that the bow and arrow and the crossbow is gonna have to fit somewhere around here for him. I want to say it's gonna be. Say the sweet spot for that is gonna be like somewhere in this area. There. And yeah, everything on him fits. Let me see if we could actually fit the so if the glowing mask fits him here, could this mask fit him on the side right here? I doubt it's gonna. So if you put on, can you put on both masks? Can you wear both masks? Maybe you could put this on like that, and then the glow. Oh, I thought it had it. I thought it had it. Dang. Actually, yeah. Wow, he actually can fit everything. That's pretty awesome. He looks pretty cool, but he is hindered by this vest, unfortunately. So I could only give the Cobra Shadow Tracker an 8 out of 10. Still not as cool as a Sgt Slaughter in my honest opinion. Very cool figure though. I would say he is worth it at retail. So if you guys find him, buy him. And if you guys like how he looks a lot, you guys could buy doubles and have, you know, an army build. But he's technically not an army builder. But yeah. So that does it, folks. May you guys have a great 2024. I wish you guys the best 2024 possible. If you guys manage to survive this hour long plus video, great kudos to you guys. And thank you guys for watching videos. Thank you guys first of all for watching this video. If this is the first video that you've seen of me and you put up with this, and if you guys just continue watching, I really want to thank you guys. And rest assured, this isn't the end. I will be making much more content, much more videos, but I am looking forward to that break. Until then, until the next time I see you guys, as always, peace and love. Take care. Love you guys. I am out. I am Lewis Curse. This is my channel, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram, or that new page I made, which is going to be for like action figure shots. Lewis Curse Figure Photography, I believe. And there's like some underscores there. Anyways, thank you guys. Take care. And I wish you guys the best until we meet again down the road. Peace.